Yo, everybody, shit, man. I just want to do a little video and shit about kind of like what I did to get like monetized, like how long and things like that, or whatever kind of techniques, some shit like that, tips or tricks, kind of talking about the whole process and things of that nature. So a lot of you all, you know what I mean, y'all underneath y'all YouTube journey and shit. Like I'm not gonna say I'm super whatever, super major big, but it's some misconceptions and shit about this shit in a way for real that I'm seeing people not really explaining, or when I went through my journey, I didn't really see nobody talking about type shit. So motherfucking the goddamn hold on, I'm playing with my hair. But the basically goddamn people basically how do I'm gonna start it like this saying this. People perceive the subscriber count as your monetization. Meaning to say that if you see somebody with a lot of subscribers, it'll like mean like you perceive like they monetize or something, they a big channel or something of that nature. But in reality, you don't necessarily have to have super crazy amount of subscribers to be monetized. Like if you see now, we have 1,000 plus subscribers and we're monetized. So fucking, and for you to get monetized, it's not that big of a dealio, if you will, or whatever. And I haven't gotten our to break down all the way for our YouTube checks yet as far as payments and everything. But then we'll do a video on that, I guess, too, and talk about how much are we making from YouTube per video and things of that nature, and speak on that. But as far as it's just going this on a basic level, um, YouTube could be lucrative. I'm coming at it from a little different angle. If you know me and you know the channel, you know that I was kind of already like booming before this shit. So the money portion of it ain't really, you know what I mean? Like basically the money don't go to making me live or pay rent or any of that shit that most of you all, you know what I mean? I'm seeing a lot of y'all are like, I want to say brokies. I hate to say it, but y'all some brokies and shit. You know what I mean? And y'all motherfucking basically, y'all looking for YouTube as an alternative source of income to provide needs and value for your family and things of that nature so that you can kind of get away from the 9 to 5 and shit. Which is an interesting topic, you know what I mean? But that we probably might hit a video on later on, but just on a basic touch on that, onto that notion. Y'all like avoiding y'all 9 to 5, or basically everybody want to be rich type shit. It's understandable, but you got to kind of understand that that shit not everybody destiny. You got to think about it that way. Y'all kind of chasing other niggas destiny. Like I was destined for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you not really a chosen one, and you know what I mean, you kind of chasing a dream that ain't yours, if you will. You see what I'm saying? It's best to really to chase your dream that's destined for you. You see what I'm saying? Like you might be destined to be the greatest sailor of all time, but you over there chasing basketball dreams. You see what I'm saying? That's not your destiny. You see what I'm saying? You gotta really chase your destiny. Like my destiny was always this money shit. You know what I mean? We was in motherfucking junior high school slapping niggas with fucking wads of money. You know what I mean? Money, and who I am and my character and you know what I mean, has always been a seam of the fabric. You see what I'm saying? So it's not extraordinary for me to be money this, money that, money this, money that. Money always been the motivation, really. And it's a lot of that. I like that for a lot of young men in the city. Like if you from the city, or maybe this in general for everybody, but you see it a lot from the urban city section, like because you coming from an angle where your white counterparts and shit of that nature, they doing way better than you. You see what I'm saying? Like they booming. You see what I'm saying? So you coming from the mentality like, damn man, I'm trying to get like that. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna do whatever it take to get like that. That's where you see the drugs. That's where you see the crime. That's where you see the whatever the fuck boy shit, the debauchery and shit like that of that nature that y'all, that most of society despises and shit of that nature, or ridicules the people for, but they don't understand really the grind, the hustle, the shine, the time, all the shit that come with trying to be a boss. Now, if the powers that be had paid the 40 acres and a mule and paid the debt and did everything the right way, I don't believe we would have these kind of problems. But these problems are from the improper state. When you in poverty and you in a place position where, yeah, I mean, you want certain things and you seeing the TV is promoting a certain kind of mannerism and you looking at your mannerisms and you looking at your lifestyle, yeah, I mean, and you like, whoa, bro, my shit subpar. My shit inadequate to the standard. You see what I'm saying? So by understanding that, then you like, well, bro, what I'm gonna do? You gonna start getting it in. Either you gonna fold or you gonna, you know what I mean? You gonna get it in. Certain niggas fold. Nothing's wrong with that. No disrespect. Certain people not cut for this shit. That's what we just saying in the beginning. And not everybody cut for this shit. Not everybody meant to be the boss. Certain niggas is meant to be good soldiers. Certain niggas is supposed to be the general. Certain niggas is supposed to be, yeah, I mean, the number one man, the number two man, yeah, I mean, you got them kind of people. I about to say the fall guy. I ain't want to throw that on there. Some niggas got to be the fall guy too. And some niggas gonna have to take that ride for the team. Look, I hate to say it, but that's real talk. Yeah, I mean, it's 30, 40, 50 of us, dog. We all doing big teams. Somebody got to ride on this shit. We can't all go and fuck it up. The boss can't go. Everybody go. Then who gonna keep keeping the shit going? See, so certain niggas got to go and sit down, and certain niggas will sit down good. Like Schmurder. That nigga Schmurder sat down good. He came out, nigga. They had everything waiting for him. It's like he never missed a beat. That's what that means. Some niggas gotta sit down. But if that's for instance, if it was the other way around, let's say Schmurder didn't sit down. Let's say Rowdy Rich sat down or some shit and Smurder stayed out or one of them the other way around type shit. The head niggas went in and the regular niggas went out. When the head nigga get out, is the regular niggas gonna be able to present the head nigga with all the shit that he presented them with? You see what I'm saying? That's what it mean by certain niggas gotta be the fall guy. Because the fall guy necessarily can't keep everybody eating. You see what I'm saying? When you was in the jail joint, niggas was still putting money on your books and all that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You see what I'm saying? Because they could handle it. You see what I'm saying? Outside type shit. That's just what it is. Not to get too far into the gangster shit. Now that being said, as far as the monetizations, you know what I mean. You fulfill the prerequisites and things of that nature, and you get monetized. Boom. Now the question is, nigga, well, how money, Buddha? When I'm seeing a lot of y'all kind of following, yeah, I mean the standard format. I don't want to change none of y'all formats. If it's working, it's working. But I would encourage y'all to start trying to make regular content, if you will. And what I call regular content, I guess what you would call personal amateur style content, kind of like what this is, what we doing right now. I believe that's where I've seen a lot of success because it's YouTube. And I feel like a lot of people got the U, they took the U out of the tube. Now it's just tube. It's like you watching a TV show, but the real portion of the you know what I mean? You niggas ain't putting a you. Like, this is really me. You really is enjoying in the money Buddha life. If you click on the page, you seeing me shop. I mean, I just shop for a $34,000 Saks Fifth chain on the YouTube shorts. You see what I'm saying? Those things gonna get me clicks. I just did a little motherfucking jump with the women, why women won't get married in America. You know what I mean? That's gonna get me clicks. That's gonna boom the channel. You see what I'm saying? So understanding that, you see, that's kind of what you targeting for. You trying to target something. Now I understand you can do the hee hee ha ha and all that other kind of shit like the comedy shit, but to me, I'm not a big fan of that. And you got to think about that as a ground base for your fandom, if you will. Them people might have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, but no one fuck with them. I would rather you have 500 to 600 people who really fucked with you as a creator and built off of that than for you to have millions and millions of people who only click on your shit because you're who you are. You see what I'm saying? Prime example, Mr. Beast. I fucking hate that guy. You see what I'm saying? I would never fucking help him out of a jam. He's a weirdo. He's annoying and shit to me. You see what I'm saying? So understanding that, it's like the popularity thing. The nigga might be on top, but people might hate that guy. It's that kind of dealio. So don't be careful what kind of YouTuber you want to be. Meaning to say, if you really want to be a Mr. Beast type, but then you got to understand what come with that shit. 80, 90% of people are not gonna like you. They not gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Now you would say, well, fuck that. I don't care. I just want the money. Well, then that might be, you know what I mean? Then that's what you cut for. See, certain people are cut. Me, I wasn't cut for that. I wasn't cut for just the money. I already had all the money. So me and my content, I'm not just trying to make them, hey, this is Money Buddha. Want to have a great time? I'm doing some stupid dumb shit. Come click on the stupid dumb shit that I'm doing. That's dead to me. My shit is more, hey, I'm doing some real shit. This is what I feel. This is society. I mean, I guess you could say my shit more political, or if you You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop my goddamn phone. You know, my shit more political. So understanding that, that's kind of where I'm coming from my channel. Now for you and you all's channel, I'm booming. To me, I wouldn't say I'm a top tiered YouTuber yet, but I'm in a tier. I'm now ranked. I'm on the rankings now. And I see a lot of niggas not getting the rankings, meaning to say, like, you stuck at 300 subscribers. You see what I'm saying? You stuck at 200 subscribers. You see what I'm saying? You stuck, that's because you really ain't building that core that I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? You really not creating it so that the people are buying you. You gotta sell yourself to the people, if you will, and not the way I'm saying. Like, no, you ain't supposed to be no whore, because that's what Mr. Beast and them do. They sell they self, but meaning to say, like when you go on an interview, you gonna put yourself in the best light. You gonna study maybe the location or some shit like that, whatever. You gonna try to put, you might study the concept and shit like that. You know what I mean, et cetera, to put yourself in a position so that when you come into that bitch, if they throw you a curveball, you kind of was prepared for all the scenarios to put yourself in the best position possible, which will enable you to most likely get the job. It's that same kind of thing. So when I'm clicking on your YouTube and you want some funny hee hee ha ha see ha da da ha, man, look at all this shit. Niggas not gonna like you. They might click in and tune into basically what I say spy. They trying to spy on your lifestyle, kind of plot on your demise and all that shit, but they don't fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? The whole concept of this shit, my people fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? And the people who fuck with you, they gonna really put the muscle behind the tussle. You see what I'm saying? And that's, to me, is when you reward them. Meaning to say, I haven't put too much rewarding out to my subscribers. Meaning I really ain't told y'all how to be millionaires. I kind of tell you, if you stick around and you really looking between the lines, I do throw something out there for the nuggets, for my true people. But it's just as a flat video, like, hey, this is what you do to make money. Boom. No, I'm not doing that because I've yet to see the value for me. Meaning to say, I understand they create value because, oh well, if you do a bunch of I don't know, tutorials, as they say, you know what I mean, the people like tutorials. It's gonna be good because everybody want to learn something. But to me, I feel like that's a you because I feel like people use that. A nigga gonna take your knowledge and take everything, and then might not even click subscribe or like. And now you done did all that shit. You done gave the niggas all the information. You done gave everybody all this, and they don't, and it's not converting. To me, in my mind state and the way I've been conducting the business, we would much rather break it into parts so we can really get that price point protection value for our content. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna drop something and be like, yo, this is the 10-step process to become a millionaire, then the first 3 steps is in one video, and so on and so forth. We're not gonna give you all 10 steps in one video because the value price proposition. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if you even know any. This is really why I'm making this video, because a lot of y'all not thinking like that or putting it. This is real YouTube behind the scenes. We not. This is the shit that Mr. Beast and them ain't gonna tell y'all. See, he understands his value cost proposition. That's why he's always doing wild, amazing shit, or what you all perceive to be wild and amazing. Because I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing amazing about that shit. You know what I mean? But it's stupid. It's dumb. You're already a moron. Nine out of 10 YouTubers are morons, if you will. You know what I mean? They don't, or YouTube users, if you will, type of dealio. The content consumers are not the smartest people in the world, if you will. You understand? So they understand that. So what do you do with people who are basically modern day retards? You're gonna give them this goofy ga 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 goo goo ga ga blah, 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 all this kind of shit that you see on the TV. You understand? But that's not really the real money making situation. At least the way I want y'all to build y'all content. Now, is Mr. Beast super successful? Yes, because it works. That's why it's unfortunate, because now you have everybody emulating that model because it works, quote unquote, because it works. But it ain't good for the people. It's not good for the content. I'm sure Mr. Beast hates himself. I'm sure he never watches that shit. You see what I'm saying? Meaning when he clicks on his own page, he's like, oh my God, this is so obnoxious. This is obnoxious. And then he goes and finds another YouTuber. See, that's the part they don't tell you. The every YouTuber doesn't, it's kind of, I don't know with most people, but me, I can't even do it. Like, even with my music, I listen to my music as far as referencing and all this shit, but like after a while, it's weird listening to yourself. It's I don't know, that's some ego shit or what, but just watching yourself, nigga, what the fuck? I might watch my shit to do a little, standards and to kind of get everything up to snuff. But after that, it's up into the. I give it to you all. You see what I mean? I give it to the audience. It's like being a painter. You can't leave that shit in your room forever. You got to put it out on an easel and let the audience consume the works. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you have to understand that the 90% of these YouTubers don't even watch their own shit. The same shit that you love, you watch, you put money into, you do the super chat, you do all that shit to follow behind it, and the individual who creates it hates it. You hear that all the time with artists, a lot of time with rappers. They be like, I hate hearing my voice. I hate listening to my own shit. That's because they really do. And that's the thing they don't tell you on the YouTube thing. Like me personally, I like watching my shit because I've designed it in a format where it would be consumable for me even if no one else watched it. Which is maybe you all might want to put that in your notes. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the sing like no one's watching. If nobody clicks on the channel, no one watches this shit. Would you watch it? And that's the part we getting at. Most YouTubers gonna say, no, I ain't watching this shit. I'm not watching me making noises, whatever that AMR, SMR shit. They making they making like weird noises and what happens? These retards, no offense, you know what I mean, eat that shit up. I like, oh my god, my low brain waves, my whatever two IQ. This is funny. This is hee hee ha ha. I'm gonna laugh with them. And that's what the sad part is. They basically are making people stupider because they create in a world in a way where people are starting to perceive that as what's right and wrong. Because how is it? How is if you look at it, you like, well, damn, Money Buddha, you only got 1,000 subscribers. Mr. Beast got 100 something, whatever million, whatever how many millions he got of subscribers. To a kid or to a low vibration or to a person not thinking critically, they gonna look at that and be like, well, that guy's better than you. He clearly, it's like one of the things. Clearly, he's clearly better than you because look at his subscriber count. But like I'm saying, he don't want to watch that shit. He hates himself. You see what I'm saying? That's that everything don't glitter, don't gold. The same thing with the celebrities. But she hates herself at night. She goes home in a cold shower and and washes that shit off her every night. You see what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I mean what that nigga J. Cole say, ain't no such thing as a life better than yours. You know what I'm saying? So you all gonna base all y'all merits and all y'all value, all y'all true content off of the fact that, you ain't doing Mr. Beast numbers. That's why I would encourage you to make content that you gonna watch. If you gonna watch it, then you can show your peoples. You see what I'm saying? If your people's gonna watch this shit, even though if you ain't got no peoples, I understand because it's hard to get your peoples. Your peoples hate on you worse than the outside world. But if you show your people, throw it out there, etc., and you see the reception, you be like, okay, this is just some niggas with digest. You see what I'm saying? Just like when you make a burger, if you make a burger for yourself and you taste it, you're like, nobody gonna eat this shit. But if you make it, you be like, oh damn, this motherfucker good. I might motherfucker sell this shit to people. Your taste buds it's the same thing. Your taste buds gonna tell you, hey, this content is low tier. Like right now, I'm gonna be honest. This video I'm putting out, I'm not expecting high tier. But the name of the game, once you see, that's the one thing that teach you to that move on to our next segment. Once you are monetized, you got to keep recording. You got to keep posting. Because now you monetize, I got to keep putting content out there because even if I get a low amount of views, they still going to pay me for this shit. They still going to pay me for my low views. You see what I'm saying? And that's really why you see the crowd don't like liking and subscribing. They don't really like doing all that participatory shit as far as, building up your channel. Because they like, man, nigga, if I help, I know he eating. I know he gonna monetize. I know he doing that. Boom. You see what I'm saying? So that's just kind of what it is and what it ain't. We getting a little bit long, so we gonna call that part one. You know what I mean? Stay tuned for the part two. You know what I mean? On the monetization, we might start getting more deeper into the numbers and the concept and really the conversion rate metrics. You probably never heard of that either. Your conversions, your click-through rate. Things of that nature. Y'all not thinking about those things because you over there hee hee ha 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 ha. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not gonna knock it. It works. You get a theme, you get a channel, you set that bitch up, you set it and forget it. It can grow organically and it'll do its thing. But it's about you as the individual, nigga. Are you gonna watch that shit? Is your little nephew gonna watch it? In the future, when you an old man sitting on the chair, will you be proud to look back at that content and be like, bro? And Mr. Beast probably ain't gonna be able to say that. He's not gonna be able to. The only reason why he's gonna be proud of it is because he's gonna be like, damn, I made that much money off of this stupid ass shit. Then he's gonna be proud because it's like, wow, I sold dirt to people. I sold dirt and they bought it. You know what I mean? I put dirt in a jar and niggas bought that shit like, and I called it earth. I called it earth in a jar, nigga. It ain't nothing but dirt in a jar. You know what I'm saying? They called it, because I changed the linguisto. That's another thing y'all gotta understand. Understand changing your linguistos. Understand that you can change. You could put dirt in a jar and call it earth. You see what I'm saying? But if you say, hey, I got dirt in a jar, it ain't gonna be receptive well. But if you say, hey, I got earth, niggas like, oh, I know what earth is. I like earth. You see, it's the language. That's the linguisto because the language invokes certain psychological responses from the human psyche, nigga. Dirt, dirt mean dirty. Dirt is dirt. But earth, that's mother nature. That's growth. That's substance. That's nature. Oh yeah, let me get some of that earth. Let me get that earthen pot. It ain't nothing but a dirt pot. Earthen pot, earthen clay. Ain't nothing but that's the clay that come out the dirt. Come on, but they put their earth in that bitch and they changed the whole dynamical concept. So with that being said and understanding all that, this is your money Buddha. This is part one on how to get monetized on YouTube. Thank you.